Evening, guys. I think I'm live now. If someone can just chuck me a quick text message, just to let me know you can hear me loud and clear. My name is Josh Maskell. I'm going to be taking the call tonight, the business overview call. We won't keep you that long. It's going to be around 20 minutes. You're going to hear a little bit about me, a little bit about the business, and a little bit about where we're taking this here in the UK now with Organo Gold, and how over the next 90 days we're really looking to solidify this brand here in the UK. And for me, networking and what we're a part of is working. Okay, you can see this now, and the way that we as a generation make money is definitely changing to me now. Do you know what I mean? And I got my start in a nutrition company, and with that opportunity, I definitely saw the ability to make great income, saw the ability to build something big with a very small investment and make a substantial income. Okay, I went from working in Castleford Lock Lane Sports Centre making £5 an hour to now making 5 figures per month with an opportunity and a small investment. And I got started with a Skype call. Okay, and most of you have probably seen this opportunity for the very first time tonight, and you're probably thinking, what the hell's going on? You've probably tried the coffee, or you've tried the products. You've been asked by your friend who knows, likes and trusts you to come and take a look, come and take a listen of what's going on. And you probably want to know, is it too good to be true? Is it one of those things that you hear time and time again? But for me, just a little bit of advice from me to you is keep an open mind. You know what I mean? That's one thing that I used to have. I used to have a closed mind to pretty much everything. I thought there was one track to make money. There was only one real way to make money. And being brought up, I thought you went to school, you went to college, you went to university, and then went and got a good job. And I went down that path. That's what I did. I would never knock never knock jobs, or university or education, but I couldn't find any work for me. And this and this for me is the vehicle to get you where you want. And what I want to try and explain tonight is how, as a company, in such a short amount of time, created so many success stories. And right now, the UK is the next success story. And Organo Gold as a company and what it's about hasn't even scratched the surface. And for me, when I was first approached, I was told by my business partner that he had found the greatest product ever designed for network marketing. And at the time, again, being skeptical, I thought, is it going to be the next big juicing product? Is it going to be the next breakthrough in skincare? And he told me it was coffee. And at the time, I'm not going to lie, I was a little bit demotivated because at the time I did not drink coffee. I was not a coffee drinker. And I definitely had what I call the consumer perspective, in terms of that if I didn't drink coffee, then no one did. But I quickly started to realize, when I went out and did my own research and looked around the marketplace, what was going on, that people are drinking coffee and tea all the time. And I always look at a famous Warren Buffett quote where he said, what you like to do should be a hobby of yours, but what the world does, you should make that your business. And for me, that's exactly why I got started in Organo Gold here in the UK. When I got started, I started with 10 boxes of product, and I started by simply going out there and sampling the product to friends and family. I didn't let anybody know it was network marketing. I didn't let anybody know it was a business. I just wanted to get some feedback on the product. How did it taste? How did it make them feel? And I started away, like I said, giving away free samples. And what I quickly started to realize, that people drank the product, liked the benefit that you get with the product, and wanted to know where to get more. Further to that as well, people also want to know, well, is there a business attached to that, and what's it about? Okay, and I had never been a massive product guy. I'd always led with the business. Okay, I always led with the opportunity. But what Organo Gold and the ease of coffee and tea made me realize is that anybody could touch this opportunity and make it work for them. I use an example. When I got started, I went out and sold some coffee to a lady called Julie, and the very next day, she came back to me and wanted to know where to get 4 more boxes, because her work colleagues had tried that at work. And for me, our company has generated so much success in just a short amount of time. The company's only been around 6 years, and they got started with a very limited product line. They had black coffees, lattes, and mochas, and they had people like Stephen Ronda Martin, Josie Ardone, and David Iwanite who'd gone out there and built this business. And what you're going to quickly realize with networking, just to briefly explain, is that It's not sold in shops, it's not sold in stores, it's sold by independent people like me and you. And what the company does is, instead of putting all the money into advertising, I always use the example that now that advertising doesn't work the way it used to work, okay? You don't see Facebook advertised, you don't see Snapchat advertised, because it's all word of mouth. And what we're a part of is word of mouth. We share the product, we share the opportunity. And if we do that enough, we can build a large organization. Like I said, the company doesn't want to pump any money into advertising. They pump it through their distributors, okay? And as I've said, we built this through a sample-based methodology. The ability to go out there and give away free samples is very appealing. As I said, when the company got started in 2008, did 2 million in sales, and in 2013 did just under 350 million. So the growth in that 6 years is crazy. It's grown more as a company than Facebook did or Microsoft did in the first 6 years. And like I said, we did that with people with no real experience. So don't think that I have to be a master salesman or a master networker, okay? You had people like Marianne Node, who had no background in networking, but loved the product, loved the reishi mushroom. And right now, wave 2 has started, okay? You've got people like Greg Norman, okay, former golfing #1, Manny Pacquiao, who have really got behind this brand and seen something in this brand, okay? The simplicity, networking, giving people an opportunity to better themselves. And for me, I just want to take a little bit of time out now to explain why coffee and network marketing makes sense. And many of you have probably heard about Organogold already, and the seasoned networkers and the people who are looking at this have probably had the same idea that I did when I first looked at it, is how the hell do you make money selling coffee? And well, what I've recognized is, like, unlike other network products, which you've probably heard of before, okay, coffee and tea does not require a sales pitch, because people are already doing it. If I bet you could write down now in front of you 10 people who you know who drink coffee or tea at least occasionally. And what I figured out is that people don't spend money on things they need, but they do spend money on things they want. And every single morning and every single day, people are desiring coffee. Okay, look around, okay? You're seeing it more and more. Recently, KFC have just started marketing Seattle's best coffee. Okay, where I live, the KFC has been refurbed into more of a coffee shop. Okay, you're seeing these major companies get behind this coffee trend because it is the business of the 21st century. Coffee is not a fad. Okay, coffee will never be a fad. It's here to stay. And you've got companies like now that you've probably heard of, like Starbucks, who have made it acceptable to charge £2, £3, up to £4 a cup, and they created what's called the gourmet coffee category. And most people ask me the question, well, what does that mean? Yes, it's the taste. You want a great tasting coffee, but gourmet pretty much stands for the price. And this category, this gourmet coffee industry has grown massively. You've got companies then that followed suit. Look now at McDonald's, who have launched the McCafe, and you've seen now that McDonald's actually sold coffee. They've been doing that since 1977, but they sold it as an inexpensive add-on, something that you got with your meal, okay? And they never really saw the profit potential in coffee. But obviously they looked at what Starbucks did, because Starbucks, even during the recession, was profiting massively through coffee. And they looked at what Starbucks did. They rebranded, and they actually moved 70% of their marketing budget. They took it away from burgers and fries and Ronald McDonald and put it on coffee. And they changed the cups, they increased the price. And now every single quarter, McDonald's is creating tens of millions of pounds of revenue with coffee. And companies like Burger King followed suit. They brought out the iced mocha. And they've recently just launched a brand new latte range, which is expected in 2015 to create sales by up to 10 billion. So you've got a large industry with coffee, okay? And it's actually a commodity. It's the second most traded commodity next to oil on the stock market, and it's the second most consumed drink next to water. Okay, coffee in the UK, and obviously what market we're a part of right now in launching here in the UK, is it achieved a growth rate 7 to 8 times that of the British economy last year. So that's a clue. If you're looking for a business opportunity and a way to make extra money, you want to be putting your business around habits. And every single day, people will drink coffee. It's habitual to do, okay? You're not born a coffee drinker. It's something that's formed over time, and this will never stop. This will never stop, okay? The UK is definitely now a nation of coffee drinkers. I have the conversation pretty much every day that when I was a kid, I kind of looked at coffee as something that older people did. That demographic hasn't gone away. Those people are still going to drink coffee every day. But you've now got the millennials, okay, the younger generation who it's cool now to drink coffee. You see them in the coffee shops. They're absolutely everywhere. And these companies have all figured out that coffee is, in fact, a commodity, like I said. And you've even now got Costa who are getting behind the Shell garages. They've got it in there. They've got it in the service stations. And it's definitely now what we are a part of, word of mouth. And this movement, okay, of creating entrepreneurs and business builders who want more out of this economy. And for me, this is the right place at the right time. And so what I did personally was I didn't listen to what my mum had to say or what other people said or other networkers said about my decision. I looked at what these CEOs, these owners of these major businesses were doing. And when I put all these together, these clues together, I had a clue for myself. And that's exactly why I launched in Organo Gold. And for me, the timing of this couldn't be better. Okay, 6 years old. It's just starting to gather momentum. We're attracting leaders, people who want more, like I've said. Okay, people who are maybe struggling financially, people who are maybe wanting more holidays, wanting a better car, whatever it is for you, it's all relative. And the purpose of this call is that right now, professionals are taking a look. And like I said, this is all relevant, okay? Whatever you want out of this, you can get. Whether you want to create that part-time income, whether you want full-time income, or whether you just want to create, like myself and like other people on this call, create wealth for not only yourself, but for other people. And listen, it's all performance and effort based, okay? This is why I love this industry, because I can pick my value. I can pick how much I want to deliver to the marketplace, how many more people I want to help, how many more customers I want to get. It's all up to me. And for me, coffee and networking is the bridge, okay, to get where you want to get. And like I said, we launched in 3 flavors, the black, the latte, and the mocha. And we've now brought out more and more products. In the UK and Europe, we've just launched the espresso, which is compatible with Nespresso machines. We've got green and red teas, black ice, hot chocolates, and more products. And obviously now we've even got the capsules. And you're going to quickly see that the difference between our coffee and our products is a herb called Ganoderma. And this is the natural treasure of China. And for me, the herb allows the body to perform the way it was supposed to perform. And I've worked in nutrition for a long time. I've always been involved and taken a keen interest in nutrition. But I realized that people did not like to take pills. And so what Organo Gold have done, which is genius, they've taken this superfood, they've infused it into all their products, and you can't smell it, taste it. And for me, every time they drink that product, they're getting a health benefit. And that to me is massive. They've taken the habit, which it is, of coffee drinking and tea drinking, and they've infused that with health. And all our products contain 100% certified organic Ganoderma. And listen, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a man of science, but what I would like you to do is at least try the product. Trial the product for 30 days and feel the difference. And that's pretty much it about the product. What I want to explain now, move on quickly, is from a system standpoint, how do we market our products? Okay, and what I've said is we give away free coffee. And I use an example here of Facebook. Facebook started by giving it away. It's still free today. And they started with an email link referral, asking friends to join for free. And that's grown to now the largest database of all time. And I always say here that if Facebook charged just 1 penny to join, it wouldn't be the company it is today. And for me, there's no need for high-level trainings in this. I truly believe that anybody can put their focus on this and make it work for them. It's the slogan of the company. It's easy, it's simple, it's coffee. And for me, there's 2 things that we do as a company and our goal. And number 1 is to build a community of coffee drinkers. Okay, we've all got networks, we've all got social circles, and all we do is we want our friends and family and people we know, like, and trust to try this product. Okay, and we go out there and we find coffee drinkers. I want you to think to yourself now, do you know people who drink coffee or tea at least occasionally? And the cool thing with this, like I said, such a small investment to help you start your own business. We're open in 35 plus countries. So who do you know in other countries? We've got people now in Spain, in Australia, New Zealand, Italy, Canada. USA. We're building this business, okay? And the second thing that we do as business partners is we go out there and we recruit and we enroll entrepreneurs so we can go out there and build this community of coffee drinkers even bigger. So the whole foundation is building this product, okay, building this brand. And with those two activities in mind, we make money and we get paid in 7 ways. The first way to be paid is what's called retail sales. And all we do here is when you become a member and a business partner, you're going to get access to wholesale purchases. And you basically buy at wholesale, you sell at retail. Nice and simple, okay? We teach to earn a minimum 50%, but we've got people making up to 500% markup on that product because it can be sold by the cup. Obviously, we sell it by the box, but there's so many different ways to retail this product. You've got trade shows, person-to-person, home events, charitable events, and the retail is a full foundation, okay? And the second way to be paid is a fast-track commission. So don't really overthink this. This is just like I said, people refer things every single day, okay? If I ask you now, wherever you live, could you recommend me a nice film? Could you recommend me a nice place to eat out for dinner? And you could recommend these things, but you've never been paid upon that recommendation. What Organo Gold do is every time you recommend a business partner to the company and they come in with the promotional packs, which I'm going to explain a little bit later on, the bronze, the silver, or the gold, they're going to pay you up to £95 on that referral, okay? And there's no limit on that number. The third way to be paid is what's called a dual team bonus, okay? All Organo Gold are asking you to do here is to go out and find 2 people, okay? Build 2 sales teams, one left, one right. So do you know someone? Like when I first looked at this, all my friends drink caffeine and all my friends want to make money. So all I had to do was go out and find 2 people, okay? And at the end of every single week, Organo Gold will take a scan of the entire organization, all the way through left, all the way through right. They will pay you up to 20% of that lesser leg. The cap on that reaches up to £20,000 per week, okay? And all we're asking you to do is to start with, to go out and find 2 business partners. And like I said, ways 4, 5, 6, and 7 are what are called residual money, okay? And typically we earn money from a linear standpoint, which means you go out to work. Most people on this call probably have a job. You go out and you work for a set amount of hours for a set amount of money, whereas this is residual, okay? It's a one-time thing. You work hard on the front end, you'll be paid forever from the work that you did at the very beginning. And all that means is that every time someone you've referred to the business reorders product, coffee in their business, you're going to be compensated. So let me ask you 2 simple questions to see if this is a business that you want to get involved with. Number 1, and I'd write this down and answer these questions for yourself. Do you believe you can change the brand of 10 people in 30 days, okay? Swap people's brands from whatever they're drinking now to Organo Gold. What I found is that from changing those people's brand, that's going to get you 10 customers. The average price of our box of product is £25. The average customer purchases 2 boxes each month. That's £230 profit straight there from just finding 10 people in your community, in your neighborhood who drink coffee or tea at least occasionally. The second question is, over 18 months, do you believe you can build a team, a distributor base of 1,000 people? As we've said, we teach people to go out. This is just an example, okay? So this is just an example of how easy it can work. If that team of 1,000 people all had their 10 customers, that would be 10,000 customers in your organization. We've already said that the average customer purchases 2 boxes. That would be 20,000 boxes of coffee. The residual part of the compensation plan pays out between 8 and 12% on average. That would be £20,000. That's just an example. Like I said, we can't predict anything. But all I know is that I truly believe that anybody can find 10 customers. And over 12 months, 18 months, we can definitely build a distributor base of 1,000 people. An example there might be you might go out and find 10 of your friends. They go out and find 10 of theirs. That's 100. They go out and find 10. That's 1,000. This is how this works. Like I said, it's all word of mouth. This is not seen in shops or stores. It's sold through independent distributors who then refer it to other people. And right now, that's very appealing to most people. Okay, it's the new way to do business. If you've not seen the documentary, I highly recommend that you watch Rise of the Entrepreneur. This is explaining that now the way that we make money is changing. And I can see this because I was definitely tunnel visioned into the fact that I could only make money by going out and working for someone else. But I've quickly seen I've took a small investment and now make 5 figures every single month. And 2 years ago, if you told me that I'd be doing that, I'd have laughed you out the house, because you kind of programmed a little bit, and you have to sometimes, definitely now, think outside the box, or even better, don't have a box. And that's what I've just explained there, is the residual part and the retail sales. We've now got more incentives, which is a car scheme. I've just recently qualified for the car scheme where Organo Gold will pay towards a black Mercedes-Benz. And like I've said with this, the investment is so small to get started. The investment is £190 to get going. Such a low startup cost when you can make an unlimited amount of income, and it's a proven model, okay? And as we explained, there's the promotional packs. So everyone pays the £40, but we recommend everybody comes in with what's called the bronze pack. That's an extra £130, and that's going to give you the exact same amount in product. It's going to give you up to 10% on your dual team. The silver pack, which we can upgrade to on day 7, is an extra £340. That's going to give you £340 worth of products and up to 15% on the dual team. And the gold pack, which the serious people on the call will want to do on day 7, is £1,050. It's going to give you the exact same amount in product. Okay, and like I said, if we're launching the business and we're looking to build the brand, you're going to need product. And like I've said, even the £1,000 investment is so small. I've got in front of me here, I did some research today and just looked at the price to start traditional franchises. McDonald's is a minimum investment of 85 grand. Cafe to You, £25,000. Subway, £101,000 to start that franchise. I did not have that amount of money to start the business, but like I said with this, £190 investment, and I've been able to turn that into 5 figures. And for me, Organo Gold is definitely the vehicle for wealth. And right now, Wave 2 starting. Like I said, we've got Greg Norman behind the range, and our goal is to go out there and to capture 1% of this coffee market. And I just want to thank you in closing, while we close down here, for taking the time out to listen. I hope you took some value from that. And if you want to get involved in what we're doing, then definitely look to go do that. And like I said, from what we've done today, you're going to even want to use the product. You're going to want to use the product to make some money. And all I'm saying here is that the timing could be better. You want to be the first to get behind this brand. Okay, this will be a household name. Organo Gold will be an household name. It's an easy product which makes sense. And what you need to realize is this thing's working. This thing's working, and history tends to repeat itself. So I highly recommend that you get yourself a spot. It's definitely not a get rich quick scheme. Sorry, you pick your value. Okay, everybody starts from the exact same point, which for me is a great business model. And you've got to think local and build this global. But go out there, share the product. Go out there and share the information, and get your questions answered. Go back to the person who got you on the call tonight and get anything answered. If you want to reach out to me tonight, I'm going to give myself another hour now to either Skype, FaceTime, or whatever you want to do, and just get the questions answered, because this is working. It's making people great incomes already. And for me, the momentum that we've got in the UK is just crazy at the minute. And like I said, get yourself a position, get yourself involved in what we're doing. And guys, just get that done. I'm going to leave the call right there. I don't want to keep people too long, so get the questions answered, and good night.